Alright guys, I'll show you all my macros in my Roll20 setup. So I'll just launch my game. So on the bottom you already see some of my macros. They are all over here. And this is what I call global macros. Just because if you click here, you'll see all of them. So let's say 10d6. To set up the macro, you come here, you type the name that will appear here in the bottom. You decide whether this is going to be visible to players or only to the GM. And finally, you have to check this bar over here. So I can just click test macro. If I do that, there's an error because I have no PC selected. So I'm going to pick this guy. You see he has 4 HP and 2 stress. So if I click this and try again, test macro, you see I rolled 10d6 and 2 stress. To change from 10d6 to any number, so let's say this guy is overpowered, so he's gonna roll 15. I can just change this first number. Everything else stays the same. And there you go. Similar to this macro, and let me just show in token bar or not. So we had 10d6, disappear, appear, disappear, appear. You can also arrange them as you would like. So similar, the last macro for the global ones is this init. It's very similar. It's just init and then this one. I think that there's nothing here that I can't share. And likewise, you also have to have a PC selected. And when you do that, test macro, it's gonna roll initiative. And if you look at the tracker, he's gonna be here. So this is all for the global macros. So here is where things get a little more complicated. And by the way, my macros right now are whispered to GM because my players don't like to use them. So a few more things. I have equipment as handouts. This took a really long while to get the pictures and write everything down, but it's basically copy and pasting from the handbook and finding a nice picture to reflect whatever I have, like this one. It's the power loader. Yeah. So I try to divide my equipments by type. So I have close combats, pistols, rifles. In other device, there is a few that are nice to have. So I have some drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. But here in Canada, it's allowed. So do some drugs. Naprovel and some others. Yeah. So these are the nice ones to have, I believe. Motion tracker, it's a good one to have, and so on. So this is equipments, and conditions is similar. If you look at conditions, like I was just copying and pasting from the book. So this is what a description of a condition looks like. And for the nice icon, the icon only helps me locate it. And for the icon, I just try to find, like, I don't know, water bottle icon. I think the first link has something really useful. I think it's this flat icon. Yeah, I got all my icons here, and if you want to spend the time, there's plenty of options for other stuff. So these ones are all handouts. So you do add handout, drag and drop a picture here, and then add a description here. I have no idea why this is so small. It should be larger, but yeah. So this is all for global macros, and handouts. The last thing are the aliens, PCs, and the battleships. So for each one of them, what I would suggest you to do is create a template. So a template is useful just because you can come here, edit, and duplicate. And when you duplicate a template, everything that is on the template will be carried over to the new PC. And what you should do, it's something like this. Like I have this huge alien over here. Not visible to players. Oh, this is not a handout. Oh, this is not an alien. Exohost. This one. These are all handouts. Where are my aliens? Oh, over here. There we go. So when I click this guy, you probably see it has like 5 things in a description. So if I press the description, it will show like the speed, if acid, health, armor, and mobility, and it will also show the attack of the alien for that turn. So if I see attack 1, I'll just come here and press this one. And it's a whisper, like because this is an alien, right? So this one is a hypnotic gaze, and it will attack me. So how do you come to configure these things? So and by the health, you can come here and just change this to 6. So this might be nice just because like during combat, if it takes 2 damage, you can do -2, and it comes like to the proper number. This is not that useful in Alien, but very useful for games with more HP. So how do you set up these ones? For these ones, you come here, you create a character sheet, like add character, and it doesn't matter like if it's an NPC or not. What matter are the macros. Like you leave all the character sheet empty, other than the name, and you come here to the last tab. Here you press add, and you will add each one of these. So let's say description. You can add it and just copy and paste the content that you want. Each one of these curly braces, it's what divides the text. So if I want to roll this one, like speed, there is a small bar over here. So curly braces is speed, curly braces health, curly braces this, and so on. Yeah, so that's most all that you have to do for an alien. And then you would type copy and paste each one of the attacks. For a PC, what I often like to have is PC template. Each one of the stunts. Like you could have other things, you can copy and paste whatever you want here. And the thing is, you have to mark the show as token action. So when you select the token, you see over here, and you can just press the button. It's nice to have because they are ordered in alphabetical order. So for this one, I just have the stats. So like you can press this button. And here I know that stamina, you can pick this one, this one, this one, or that one. Or for piloting, you get the same thing. I can't share these macros because they have intellectual property of the free league, right? So you have to type them on your own. But it's very similar, like curly braces, curly braces. This is the header. You say and template alien character name dash skill. So this is gonna be this. The role name, it's gonna be the subradar, and then each one of the curly braces, it's one stun. first curly brace, first stunt, second double curly braces, second stunt, and so on. So yep. And what else do we do for PCs? So if you're creating a new PC, you should do something as come over here, sci-fi, humans. I'm gonna create this as a scientist. So you come here, you click this person, gear, assign it to a PC. I don't know, I like a Bowman. And as soon as you do that, the bars will change. So here you can pick, I don't know, armor, second bar, stress should be over here somewhere, stress, and finally HP, health. After you do that, you come to the PC that you created. So let me duplicate this one, edit, duplicate. I'm almost running out of time, I only have 15 minutes. So in the copy of the PC, you click edit and use selected token. So this will be the person, right? And why is this useful? Because now if you are in this map and you drag and drop this person, it will be like with health and this. So let me change this to stress +1. So it's global, like it's shared for all of them. So last but not least is spaceships. Most of the alien games don't even care about spaceships, but it might be nice. So I have here the Rocinante for people who are familiar with The Expanse. It's a great show. And if you look here, like I think this is the biggest one. I should make this shorter. I don't know. So if you press ship, it will show like Corvette class, the crew, hull, and all the inventory of the ship, like PDCs, defense cannons, whether it has a hull crane, and so on. Like this is probably the armor and the hull. Yeah, 6 and 8. I think that I set these ones manually. And these ones are just like to help you during combat. So yeah, Corvette class Godard, a pilot can accelerate, and it's pretty similar. I just created a ship template somewhere over here, and once again I keep copying and pasting everything. For this one I'm just lazy. I made the ship template with all the possible weapons in the game, and whenever I make a new ship I just delete this. Yeah, hull and armor. I think that I don't use these ones, I'm not sure. And again, like you can just drag and drop, and then you see a nice ship. So here we have the Rocinante versus the Amon-Ra, which is the stealth ship. I think that I also forgot to mention the panic rolls. Yeah. So for the panic table, I just made a character sheet, made an icon for the panic, and same thing, like 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so forth. So if you come here and you press, I don't know, I have to select a PC. 7, it says like Alec Bowman is nervous, twitch, and blah blah blah. So this is nice just because like to roll panic, I think that you have to go to the PC and you roll it, but you get a number, and then you can just click the panic table to see. And I think that it's nice to put it over here, like